you're not perfect. Let me see you stand up with your hands up if you know that you are worth it. Let me see you stand up with your hands up, put your fingers to the sky. Yeah, use your voice to make a choice. We're shouting down drugs tonight. Yo, shout down drugs.
Hi everyone, this is Angelo Valente, Executive Director of the Partnership for a Drug-Free New Jersey, joining you live from the WRAT studios in Belmar, New Jersey.
And I'm Michael Rosal, Director of the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
Welcome to the 2026 Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs New Jersey Prevention Concert. We are thrilled to be celebrating the 22nd year of this extraordinary program that highlights the incredible voices and musical talents of New Jersey's youth as they share messages about the importance of living a healthy, drug-free life. This year represents an exciting new chapter of Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs New Jersey, thanks to the support of this year's title sponsor, the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety. For the 2026 competition, we challenge students to incorporate a message about the risks and dangers of impaired driving into their original songs. And we learned over the 21 competition, New Jersey students always step up to deliver creative, informative, and inspiring messages, as we knew they would do to this challenge to address this serious issue. We thank the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety for its enthusiastic support of Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs, and for its commitment to protecting New Jersey's youth by preventing substance use and impaired driving.
Thank you, Angelo. Impaired driving and substance use are serious issues in New Jersey, and the Division of Highway Traffic Safety is honored to sponsor this program, which encourages teens to address these problems with creativity and passion. We're very proud of this year's finalists and know that their songs and messages will inspire their peers and could even help save lives. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Tonight we have an exciting show featuring original songs from 4 talented acts, and each of them sharing personal messages about substance use. And let's not forget, they created these songs in the middle of their busy high school schedules. They are role models for all of us. Before you meet and hear the 2026 finalists, let's go back and recognize the 2025 Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs winner, Martin Rojas Ortiz, a 12th grader from Hackensack High School, with his song, Bruno.
They said he's going places, he was top of the class. His parents were so proud, he was their golden boy. Yeah. Although he the greatest, his future the highest. His eyes were the brightest, his heart stayed delighted. But damn, I never thought this was how he was gonna go. Well, and I just want you to know that only you can fix this now. Yeah, no one else will break that all up. So man, please don't give up. Please don't give up. Yeah. Y yo sé que mala suerte, que eso te pasara hermano, no quería perderte. Tú me decías que solo un día que te relajaría y ella no volvería, pero yo no entiendo qué fue lo que te pasó. Todo lo que construiste a la nada se esfumó. Tampoco estoy seguro si fue la pepa, el alcohol y el brillo de tus ojos de a poco se apagó. No, you didn't want any of this to happen. No, man, you didn't want to pussy make you numb. You didn't want to pussy take your soul, but you're not done. Yeah, you're still strong. And I just want you to know that only you can fix this now. Yeah, no one else will break that all up. So man, please don't give up. Please don't give up. From anywhere you go, or anywhere you go, these things won't make you whole. So don't fall.
Great job, Martin. We also want to thank this year's panel of judges. This group of volunteers devoted their time and energy to every single entry throughout the judging process. We appreciate their passion for this issue and commitment to supporting and uplifting the voices of our high school participants. I would like to thank former New Jersey Broadcast Association President Paul Rotello for his great support of this program throughout the years. We are also grateful for longtime sponsors of Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs, 95.9, The Rat FM, and the New Jersey Broadcast Association. Thank you both for your support again this year. And we especially want to thank 95.9 WRAT afternoon drive host Jimmy Steele, tonight's Master of Ceremonies, for his dedication to this program and our talented New Jersey high school musicians. Now be sure to stay with us until the end of the concert at 6:30 p.m. Jimmy will announce our winner live on 95.9 WRAT FM or WRAT.com. Thank you all for being a part of this evening full of music and inspiring messages. And now, please welcome tonight's Master of Ceremonies, Jimmy Steele.
Thank you, Angelo. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs New Jersey Prevention Concert. I'm your host for the evening, Jimmy Steele, from WRAT Radio 95.9 The Rat. The Rat's excited to once again be part of this amazing event, supporting the Partnership for a Drug-Free New Jersey's Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs Music and Songwriting Competition. As Angelo mentioned earlier, don't forget to tune in to 95.9 The Rat or stream it online at WRAT.com around 6:40 p.m. after the concert to hear the live announcement of this year's winner. Get ready for an exciting night of original music from New Jersey high school students who are speaking to their peers about the dangers of drug use and impaired driving and using their voices to inspire change. These songs exhibit the heart, creativity, and energy that we've come to expect and admire from New Jersey high school students, and I was lucky enough to sit down with each of them. Let's start in Atlantic County with a brother-sister duo, the Capobiancos. Tommy and Amber Capobianco are students at Oak Crest High School, and this is the first song they've ever put on the internet, but they hope to produce more soon.
Jimmy Steele here with Your Song, Your Voice for Shout Down to Drugs. And boy, we got some duos going on this year. How about this from Atlantic County? It's brother-sister duo, the Capobiancos, Tommy and Amber. How do you pronounce that? Capobianco? I want to say it correctly.
Capobianco.
Very good, very good. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you for stopping by here and chatting with us. You guys are out of Oak Crest High School. Where is that?
It's in Mays Landing.
Yeah.
Mays Landing. Okay, familiar with that. Atlantic County, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Now, this is your first time in the competition?
Yes.
Okay. And are you two, forgive me for asking, but are you two twins?
No,
No? Who's older?
I am.
She's older by 10 months.
Okay, so you're both what? How were you sophomores?
She's a senior, I'm a junior.
Very cool. Okay. Okay, nice. And so let's go take it back to your musical background. How did you guys get started musically? Amber, I'll start with you. How old were you when you first discovered your love of music and instruments and singing and whatnot?
Really, as long as I can remember, I liked music. I got into playing instruments my 4th grade year.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always liked to sing, so
And what instruments do you play?
I play the clarinet, and I've self-taught myself the piano a little bit.
Wow, really interesting. And do you read music?
I do.
Okay. Wow, that's really cool. A lot of the greatest musicians in the world are self-taught in reading music and teaching themselves instruments. That's fantastic. Now, Tommy, what about you? When did you first get your love of music and instruments?
Well, she really got me interested in band and like playing instruments. But I would say I started like 4th grade. About.
Okay. And what do you play?
I play the alto, tenor, baritone, and I also play, alto, tenor, and baritone saxophone. And I also played I started off on the clarinet.
Wow, so you play the alto, tenor, and baritone saxophone.
Yes.
Wow. And I mean, boy, I'm a instrumental novice. I'll say that. I think I played the recorder once in 2nd grade, but that was about it. So are those 3 different saxophones or just 3 different ways to play?
So the alto is the smaller saxophone. It's more common. The tenor saxophone.
The high pitched, right?
No, that's actually the soprano saxophone.
Okay.
the soprano saxophone sounds really really loud and
It
high.
looks like a clarinet.
It literally looks like a clarinet, just silver. Then there's the alto saxophone that's a little bit. It's like maybe this big,
Okay.
and it's more common. Then there's the tenor saxophone, which is a little bit bigger, and people usually hold it on their side.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And then there's the baritone saxophone, which is the really low one. It's even bigger than the tenor.
Right. I've seen all of them in like marching bands and
Yeah.
orchestras, but the one you see at like rock concerts and stuff is the alto, pretty much
Yeah.
what people. Yeah. Okay. Very cool. And do you have a preference which one you like the best to play, or?
Baritone saxophone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Very cool. So when it comes to songwriting, is this your first foray into songwriting with your song we're going to check out in just a little bit, or both of you been into songwriting for some time now?
It's our first song, for sure.
It's our.
It
first-
really is. So take me through that process. Like, who came up with the idea, and what was your inspiration for it?
She did.
Okay, let's hear it, Amber.
He told me about the competition, and he said he wanted to join it. So, I looked at the requirements of what it needed to have inside the song, and
Sure.
I came out with like car accident. So drinking and driving obviously is really not a pretty scene.
Right.
So really it just came to me as just like they had a car accident. Maybe this one guy had like a rough day. He went to the bar. He got drunk, and then he was driving home by himself. He was the driver, but he was intoxicated, and he had a head-on collision with a pregnant woman, and
Oh, God.
they both died. And then you have like the second verse after the chorus, which is saying like a relative of the person who had the accident, saying they wish they could have done something different to save their loved one and the loved one of somebody else, like the pregnant woman.
So yeah, it's like saying like that they wish that they could, that if they hadn't done what they did, they could have, other people could have not missed who they lost, and he didn't have to miss.
Hence, what if only.
Yeah.
That's deep. Wow. Wow. And sadly, that's even though you came up with that story in your mind, it's actually a reality, unfortunately, and many times over and over the years. So you guys are doing good work with getting the word out there. I appreciate it. Before we hear the song "What If Only," I just wonder, what are some of your favorite musicians of today or the past? What do you guys listen to?
So we grew up with gospel music.
Okay.
With the radio station K-Love.
Yeah.
So my very favorite artist is Lauren Daigle. But recently we've kind of gotten into the K-pop area. I've been into it for like a year, maybe a year and a half.
And then she pulled me into it with her.
So it's kind of
She
like
pulls me into a lot of stuff.
straight.
Yeah. She sounds like kind of an inspiration to you, my friend.
Yeah.
Very cool.
As an artist. So the artists that we really like prefer, or that I prefer, is Stray Kids, Psychers, and Hyphen, and Atis.
Okay.
Have more. And then other music that I listen to, that I used to listen to after gospel before I got into K-pop, was like rap, mainly rap. But
Okay.
and I started realizing like some of the stuff that they say in rap songs aren't particularly good.
Yeah. Well.
So I started trying to find other genres, and that's when I found K-pop with my sister.
Excellent, and it's blowing up. Those kids just got out of military service, so they're back. The biggest K-pop band in the world.
BTS.
Yeah. So,
No.
all right, guys. Well, I think without further ado, we should all listen to your first ever songwriting and song performing on the internet. It's called "What If Only" from the Capobiancos. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Sound of my balloons dying. starts spinning, my head starts spinning. My thoughts are lights from a car. There are lights from a car directly at me. Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. No matter the pain, no matter what you think you're done, you can't be drinking and driving. If it's in your system, do everyone a favor and get a driver, 'cause all lives matter.
There was a head-on collision, no survivors. One was intoxicated, the other appears to have been pregnant.
Tears pouring down my face as I hang up the phone call. My mind starts turning with thoughts that I'll begin with what if and if only. If only I never let her start that stuff. What if I actually tried to stop it? What if? What if? If only. If only that person had stayed home, then nobody would be missing them. What if I could have warned that other family? They would never see their loved one again. What if? And if only.
Yeah, yeah. No matter the pain, no matter what you think you're done, you can't be drinking and driving. If it's in your system, do everyone a favor and get a driver, 'cause all lives matter.
Come together to remember this beautiful mother and wife, along with her unborn child, whose innocent lives were taken by a driver under the influence. Let this be a reminder to all of us that doing drugs and alcohol and driving under the influence are dangerous things that we should not do.
We now move on to Bergen County and Nanami Ishihara, who is in her second year competing in this contest. A student at the Bergen County Academies, Nanami hopes that her music can make people feel like they're not alone and be in a place of comfort.
Okay, we're back, and this is Nanami Ishihara. Nanami, how are you today? Thanks for joining us.
I'm doing good.
Wow, so you go to the Bergen Academy. Can you speak a little bit about Bergen Academy? What is that? Because I'm from Bergen County originally, and I'm sad to say I'm not familiar with the Bergen Academy.
Working Academy, it's a public high school. You have to apply for it to get in, but there's a lot of majors. I'm in computer science, so it's really a great place for you if you want to kind of like get more into a field or something that you might be interested in. And honestly, I'm having like a really fun time here. The teachers are amazing.
What year are you in, Nanami?
I'm a sophomore, so I'm graduating in 2020.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we wish you luck with that. So you're not there necessarily for studying music.
Oh,
So where do you get your interest in music from?
so I've been playing piano since I was in kindergarten,
Wow.
and I think my dad loving music and showing me a lot of like YouTube concerts on YouTube and just sharing a lot of music with me kind of played a part in having an interest in music. And then yeah, I think a lot of the thing he taught me a lot of things as well. Because he also played guitar, so I kind of learned guitar from him, like without lessons. And
Wow.
yeah,
That's excellent. So you play guitar as well as the piano.
yes. And recently I stopped taking piano lessons because I got more into songwriting. So I started taking vocal lessons since last year, and I'm hoping that goes well. And yeah.
Excellent. So I'm very interested in all of our finalists with their beginnings of songwriting. So do you remember what your inspiration for that switching over to songwriting was, and how was your first endeavors into songwriting?
Honestly, I'm not sure what made me start songwriting. I think my first, I was, okay, so in fifth grade, I got kind of bored singing Happy Birthday every year. So I was like, hey, why not make a more personal song on a happy birthday. And so it was my dad's birthday is in the summer. So during summer break, I was like, oh, I can make like a new happy birthday song for him. And it went pretty well. And I think that made me start songwriting. And so like seeing people happy made me happy as well. So I also
Sure.
like started songwriting during Mother's Day. And we had this like wholesome moment where my mom kind of like started crying, and that was like so like whoa, like tears of joy, you know, because it's amazing and I'm emotional. And I just loved how my music can like impact other people, and it's just honestly fun. Like the process is fun for me too.
Yeah, it's great seeing the what you put down in your mind and your heart and put onto paper and put into song affect other people. It really is a powerful moment. It must be for a songwriter. I imagine the same thing happens with poetry and in the spoken word as well. Let's talk a little bit about this song of yours. It's called "Listen."
Yes.
Where did this idea come from? Where does the song? What is the song about? And just tell us all about it.
So when during my process of coming up with a song, I was there's a lot of things that you can write about regarding drugs. So, but I also wanted to like make my audience kind of inclusive in a way such that it's not just for the people who's new to taking drugs, but also helping people who's like already been through substance abuse. So, and like the similarities between them is that I believe that there's always like this voice inside you trying to protect you and saying that, oh, I don't want to do this and it's probably dangerous for me. Um, and so this song, I just wanted people to really take that voice into heart and think and imagine about all the impacts and effect that taking drugs might make.
So almost like the voice in that you're talking about is your conscience.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. That's fantastic. Let me ask you, Nominee, what are some of who I should say are some of your musical inspirations? Who do you like to listen to? Who do you appreciate as a songwriter?
There's this really underrated artist in Japan called Sudo.
Okay.
I really like his lyrics, and yeah, he's really underrated. Um so I really like his way. I also I used to listen to Melanie Martinez when I was a kid. There's
Okay.
some controversy about her right now. So, but her lyrics, I think that inspired me as well because she kind of used a lot of metaphors and literary devices um to display like a deeper meaning
Mm-hmm.
when it kind of sounds like happy and cute, but it's actually like more dark and deeper. So I think that like that kind of like sparked my interest and it like inspired me to write lyrics that's like deep and relatable.
I want to thank you so much, Nanami, for a few minutes. Enjoy the rest of this summer day. And right now, we're going to listen to your song, appropriately titled "Listen."
Thank you.
You're standing there watching all of the mess that you've made. I see the fear in your eyes, you don't want to stay the same. The pills, the needles, all the pain. You never ever really wanted any of this, but I know you can still change. Yeah, you're strong, you'll pave the way. Control, don't let all your dreams go to waste. So I say, hey, listen to your choice you can't turn back. You have so much that you can't lose just yet. I know things can fall apart, but inside you're still fighting hard. Don't let yourself slip right through your head, through the drugs you take. Not worth the life you end. Your parents here worry, sadness all over their face. The answer's clear in your life, people want you to stay. Your friends, your families, all your pets, they only want you to get better from all of this. So we know you can still change. Yeah, you're strong, you'll pave the way. Control, don't let all your dreams go to waste. Let us say, hey, listen to your heart. A choice you can't turn back. You have so much that you can't lose just yet. There's times when we fall apart, but inside you keep fighting hard. Don't let yourself slip right through your head, through the drugs you take. Not worth the life you end.
Representing Mercer County for a second year in a row is Chloe Chang, a 16-year-old singer-songwriter who trains in musical theater and classical voice at the Manhattan School of Music. She's the lead singer in a 6-member rock and pop band, and she hopes to continue writing and performing music throughout her time in high school and college.
Hey, Jimmy Steele here from the Rats production studio, where I'm on a Zoom with one of our finalists in the Your Song, Your Voice Shout Down Drugs competition, and that is Chloe Chang. Chloe, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you. Great to see you via Zoom. Now, I'm reading a little bit about you here. Chloe is a 16-year-old singer-songwriter who trains in musical theater and classical voice at the Manhattan School of Music. That's got to be kind of cool. How'd you get into that?
My mom actually did the program for flute and piano when she was in high school, and so she recommended I apply back in 8th grade, and so I've been doing it for 3 years now.
What are the instruments that you play?
I go there for voice. Oh, but I took piano for a while, but I don't practice that much anymore, but I do also play flute.
Okay, so you kind of followed in Mom's footsteps a little bit with the flute.
A bit there, yeah.
Very cool. So let me ask you this. It says you have a 6-member rock and pop band.
Oh, yes. It's really casual. We do things for fun, but it's great because we all get to explore styles of music that we like to create. And so I sing for that band, but there's guitarist, bassist, pianists. So it's a really great mix of people because we all vibe really well.
Now, you're young at the age of 16, but how old were you when you realized you had a gift in your voice and that you felt the need to sing? Like how long did that come along? How old were you?
Gosh, I've always been singing, really, like show tunes nonstop. My dad likes to joke that I live in an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical because I just constantly sing. I started taking voice lessons at 10 years old, though, and I started songwriting for fun around the same time. So probably middle school, I guess. Okay.
You said you're a songwriter. Chloe, how are you inspired to write songs? Like, where do you find inspiration? Just everywhere, nature, friends, foes, where?
Well, this is what a lot of people would say, I think, but you know, your own personal experiences, songwriting is a really great way, a great outlet to express your feelings, explore how you feel too, because when you're not sure how you feel, maybe it's easier to just pour your heart into music, kind of. So I explore my own feelings and reflect on things that have happened to me. But I also I use songwriting as a way to kind of explore different paths and different storylines that aren't happening to me. So it's very fun because you get to fantasize a bit, create your own world, and share a piece of music with other people too.
Almost like cathartic, if you will. So how did you get involved with this competition, Your Song, Your Voice? I'm sure you saw the website or you heard it or saw an ad for it, but what kind of drove you to really go for it? What does it mean to you to be part of this?
Yeah, so as I discovered and nurtured this passion for songwriting, I think I started looking for ways to get my music out there, ways to practice songwriting and just, I don't know, throw my hat in, like try something new. And this was definitely something that I found very accessible, a great opportunity. I did it last year, and that was honestly the first time I think that I really tried specifically writing for this almost greater cause, I guess. Because I just write songs, the melodies come to me, the lyrics, I just sing what I like, write what I like. And then here I was trying to balance my own voice with how to get a message across and how to make your songs more powerful and connect with more people. So I think that's what the competition means to me. It's more about a focused opportunity for me to try writing for an even bigger purpose.
Very good. Well said. Now, let me ask you this, going back to the Manhattan School of Music, do you take classes on songwriting there, or do you practice songwriting there, if that's such a thing? Do they help and encourage you at all with your songwriting, or is it strictly vocal lessons and whatnot?
The actual classes I take there are more about vocal and performance training, some music theory and ear training, but my voice teacher is definitely very supportive of, exploring creative expression. A lot of the classes I take when we're talking about performance, it's all about how to get your own voice to shine through and stuff like that. As for the specific songwriting, I do a lot of that on my own time. I've done at least one or two summer programs or outside programs just to really focus on songwriting too, but MSM is more for the training, I would say.
Who are some of your inspirations musically?
I listen to so many different artists, very hard to name. I think I write a lot of pop. I'm a musical theater major and I do a lot of musical theater at MSM at high school too, so sometimes I write musical theater songs as well. If I had to name one, I think someone that I've been loving a lot, Lizzie McAlpine has this one song called Ceilings, and I think the emotion she pours into that song, the lyricism, whenever I see creative lyricism, it's always very inspiring because it reminds me of how I can be a little bit more unconventional or creative, unique with my playing of words.
It's like painting on a blank palette, like that's a blank canvas, I should say. So you mentioned Andrew Lloyd Webber and you and your dad saying that you're into the Broadway and the musicals. What is your favorite musical of all time?
That's a good question. I definitely am not as exposed to theater world as I'd like to be. Want to keep exploring new ones, but I have seen a fair amount, and I saw Maybe Happy Ending on Broadway this past summer, and it quickly became one of my favorite musicals. I think when I watched it, it was really poignant. I'm half Korean, half Chinese, and the representation of Korean culture in that musical was really special to me and my family. And then giving the soundtrack another listen after I watched the show, I just couldn't stop. It was honestly a breath of fresh air, I think, because some people think that the genre of musical theater, if you could call it that, sounds a specific way, but it really can be anything. There are so many different types of musicals, and Maybe Happy Ending is it's jazzy, it's emotional. There's a lot of great string instruments in the tracks as well, so it's really great to listen to. I think it's, like I said, a breath of fresh air.
Excellent. Speaking of breath of fresh air, let's talk about this song we're going to hear, Sober. What was the inspiration for that? Why don't you talk about your own number there for us?
Yeah, I think Well, I was trying to put myself into the shoes of someone who might be struggling with addiction, struggling with trying to overcome this challenge. And as with any difficult challenge, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick. It's going to take a lot of patience, and there will be ups and downs, and not everything is perfect, and you're going to be struggling to find that motivation. I think that's a very common challenge, and I tried to speak to that with the words in different verses, giving specific maybe examples, but then in the chorus and stuff, really pushing or driving home that message that it's not over until you say it's over, and it'll take a lot of courage and dedication to keep going, but you should.
Well, you're 16 and wise beyond your years. I'll tell you that, my friend. Chloe Chang, thank you so much for a few minutes. And right now, why don't we get ready and together check out Chloe's song, Sober.
White house, pain peeling. I could fix it, but I'm not feeling right now. Low ceiling. Cars on, doors locked. I could drive, but I'd rather walk the mile it takes to get home from the bars. Low, but it's a start. I wanna be sober, sober, sober. It's not over, over, over till I say so. Really don't know. I want more, more, more of life before, forward. I became so into who knows what's in my cup, in my drink, in my hand, in my body, the God-given system I'm in. Flush it out, wait it out. It takes patience, hard work. Before it gets better, it'll get worse. Flush it out. Came so far, no, you can't back out now. I wanna be, I'm finally sober, sober, sober. It's now over, over, over. Broken through the ceiling, and I know I'm feeling better, better, better than I ever, ever, ever was in my home alone. Car is parked and I drove it yesterday.
We go back to Bergen County for our final competitor, Diwa Getty Alessandro Permana, a sophomore at Northern Valley Regional High School at Demarest. Diwa plays many instruments, including piano, drums, and bass. And while his entry tonight is a solo act, he enjoys playing music with his father and younger brother.
Jimmy Steele back here with the Shout Down to Drugs, Your Song, Your Voice competition. And right now we want to bring in our friend Dewa Gede Alessandro Permana. How are you, my friend?
Good. Jimmy, how are you?
Thank you for joining us from your vehicle there. Very nice. Now listen, first things first. You go to Northern Valley Regional High School in Demarest. Is that correct?
Yep.
I am a graduate of Northern Valley Regional High School, Old Tappan.
Really?
Long time ago, yeah.
Wow.
So I know all about Bergen County up there. Nice place to live.
Yeah.
Very inspirational. Speaking of inspirational, boy, I got to tell you, you play the piano, drums, bass. How early in life did you get involved in playing multiple instruments?
Well, first I started playing piano because, just got started with a piano, teaches you all the basics, regular music theory. So I played that for, a few years, and as the years roll on, right, I get inspiration. I listen to more music like rock, and then I see my dad, playing guitar. So that kind of inspires me to play guitar. And if you play guitar, then you can play bass. And after that, I just decided, I could learn more instruments, especially with my interest in that type of music. So that's when I decided to learn drums as well. So that's pretty much where it all comes from.
You could be your own one-man band.
Yeah.
What's your favorite instrument to play?
I'd say the guitar and the piano are my favorite right now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the piano's a big help when you're writing a song, no?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially after learning theory.
Yeah. How long have you been writing songs?
Not that long actually. Maybe like
Mhm.
just a few months.
Yeah. Do you remember the first song you wrote?
Yeah, it's kind of
Do you
bad.
remember? That's okay. Listen, songs are like thoughts, right? Some are good, some are bad. The reason I ask this is because a lot of times a songwriter will it's almost like a tree where I've heard from others songwriters, successful songwriters, that you may get an idea when writing an early song, and that song might not be successful or really turn out the way you want, but that same idea or a piece of an idea that was in that song may be the germ or the starting point for a seed for another song written. So I was just wondering if that's kind of how it is with you. Like the first song you ever wrote wasn't that great, but then you took some inspiration from that as you moved forward through your songwriting.
Yeah, I mean, my first song, I didn't really see where it was going, but some riffs from that first iteration of the song,
Hmm.
I still like dabble with today.
Right, right. Exactly what I was saying. Yeah. So it says here that you like playing music with your father and your younger brother. You mentioned that your father plays guitar as well, and your younger brother plays what?
Yeah, he plays the drums.
Wow.
He's
So you guys have a
self-taught, yeah.
family band.
Right. Yeah.
Then do you wake up the neighbors when practicing in the house?
Yeah, sometimes.
Very cool. What grade are you in now?
Right now I'm in 10th grade,
Okay,
sophomore.
so you're a sophomore. Okay. And what would you like to see moving forward in your future? You have plans to go to traditional university or some sort of musical college or what?
Yeah, maybe a music college, that'd be nice. But yeah, the future still a lot to go. But
Yeah,
yeah, so I'm hoping for.
excellent. Very cool. Now, let me ask you this, Dewa. This song you wrote, Help Yourself. Let's talk a little bit about the inspiration for that and what it means to you to have it in this competition.
Sure. Um, so my inspirations for that song. So you want to hear like the band inspirations, some bands I listen to?
We'll get to that. I want to kind of hear what your inspiration for writing your original
Right.
track, "Help Yourself," was. Like, where do you get that from? Was there a situation you lived through, a friend lived through, or you just started thinking about it?
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes in life you got to get through stuff on your own, just inspired me that some people out there struggling with, problems with drug and addiction. So, you know, sometimes you gotta pick yourself up and, clean yourself, because there's a brighter future out there. And, if you're not gonna help yourself, then, no one is.
Excellent, excellent. What are some of your musical inspirations today?
Um, some of my musical inspirations would be some heavier stuff like Pantera,
Right on.
right, Metallica. But
Yeah.
I also like hard rock and other stuff. I also like Leonard Skinner. They're a pretty cool band.
Very cool. Like, I look at you and I say, okay, a 10th grader. How does he get into Metallica and Leonard Skinner? Sure, maybe you listen to a rock radio station like mine, or you're streaming the music. But what was this stepping stone? Was it your dad? Was your dad a rock guy?
Yeah, but that's a rock guy.
All right, Dad. Way to go. Very, very nice. Very cool. Well, it sounds like
I
you got
teach him
yourself.
young.
What's that?
Teaching him young.
Yeah, absolutely. Teaching them young. That's good stuff. It sounds like you got a nice future ahead of you and you got a good family with a lot of music. And that's always a wonderful thing when we can involve our families in our music. Let's hear your original track, Dewa. It is called Help Yourself. And I thank you for being part of our interview process today.
No problem.
Whatever wants to die, set the world afire. Fight from the street, from anyone you meet. Deception, aggression, it won't be like that when we're traveling around. That hole! Oh boy! No return! Trapped, zombie! Unable to define oneself, bound by chains, only broken by will! That hole! Oh boy! No return! And you! Heart, soul, trials! My crushed, no chains, only broken by word! Yeah!
Well, that's a wrap. I hope you have been as inspired as I have by the incredible talent and powerful messages shared here tonight. These young artists are using their voices to prevent substance use and create a better future through music. And now for the part you've all been waiting for. Tune in to 95.9 The Rat or stream WRAT.com right now to hear the announcement live of the winner of the 2026 Your Song, Your Voice Shout Down Drugs New Jersey Music Competition. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Coming from a student athlete that's serious about basketball, don't do drugs.
I'm staying focused so I can be great. I will never do drugs. Si quieres ser un ganador como yo, no consumas drogas.
Get back! Drugs are super hot when they're running towards us. Stop the attack! Get back! Stop the attack! Get back!
Let me see you stand up with your hands up if you're willing to say you're not perfect. Let me see you stand up with your hands up if you know that you are worth it. Let me see you stand up with your hands up, put your fingers to the sky. Yeah, use your voice to make a choice. We're shouting down drugs tonight. Well, I know that nobody is perfect, but that doesn't mean that nobody is worth it. People get lost in drugs, they still searching, all because of lies got caught up in the circus. Well, message clear, hope everybody hears it. Death is forever, so it's okay to fear it. Stay away from drugs, don't listen to your peers. Who are they gonna be in a couple of years? Yeah, listen, I ain't here just to lecture kids. Life is precious, so what's the point in testing it? Kids, you will never make a greater sip, laying dead in a box with your eyelids stiff. Every day that we live is a blessing. Every kid who dies young is a lesson. I know it's hard to say no to the pressure, but you're trading your life for a moment of pleasure. So do right now and not the day after. I could be a friend or a guide or a pastor. Drugs only equal a negative reaction. Keep your life story long, cause you got a lot of chapters. Listen, I've been there, I know where it ends. Lung problems and losing some friends. Doesn't feel good to be coughing again. I'm telling you, it doesn't pay off in the end. So with no hesitation, look temptation in the face. Stand tough, man up, throw your hands up, stand up, please stand up. Let me see you stand up with your hands up. You're willing to say that you're not perfect. Let me see you stand up with your hands up. If you know that you are worth it. Let me see you stand up with your hands up. Point your fingers to the sky. Yeah, use your voice to make a choice. You're shouting down drugs tonight. Yo, let me see you stand up with your hands up. Put your fingers to the sky. Yeah, use your voice to make a choice. You're shouting down drugs tonight. Listen to what I gotta be showing. I hope and knowing your goals will be going. Every shot you're blowing and smoking and snorting while you're bragging and showing. Be going in a moment's notice, so you're looking at the guy in the mirror, can't say you know him. You're dealing to make some money in your pocket. If you're doing drugs, do yourself a favor, stop it. I'm just trying to make sure you don't get locked up. Can't shout down drugs when your lungs blocked up. Yeah, nicotine makes you an addicted fiend. Weed makes you eat, sleep, and makes your lungs bleed. Cocaine puts holes in your brain, makes you paranoid. Pimples on your face, untamed rage from your steroids. Heroin really makes your life ruin. How do you know that one time won't be the last time you do it? I'm not just talking be about on the street a lot, referring to the first time when your heartbeat stops. Nick Nubs, there's no love for drugs, no reason for this contraband. I see, demand you to see, so please stand up with your hands up and make a stand with me. Yo, let me see you stand up with your hands up. If you're willing to say you're not perfect, let me see you stand up with your hands up. If you know that you are worth it, let me see you stand up with your hands up. Point your fingers to the sky. Yeah, use your voice to make a choice. We're shouting down drugs tonight. Yo, shout down drugs.